Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Mets.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now in the box, Ozzie Smith. He will lead this one off today. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, center fielder number 9, Enos Slaughter.
Digging in now, Enos Slaughter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So coming to the plate, Michael Lee. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-1. Strike two swinging. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. Nimmo is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Nothing for the Cardinals to start. Mets coming to bat. We're just getting started ourselves on MLB Network. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Bob Gibson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Stepping up to the plate, number 68. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 3-2 one more time. Popped up. Smith is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, first baseman, Hernandez.
Ready now, Keith Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Next up from New York, Mike Piazza. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Still even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Lou Brock. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Conforto calls for it. 1 out.
Batting second, third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to short. Scooped up on the backhand. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Redbirds down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Chance here for the second baseman, Wong. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. The 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-2. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. hit to first. Hernandez grabs it cleanly, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 8, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Stepping in, Colton Wong. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Line hard, but foul. Lifted the other way to left center. Conforto sprinting after it, and that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Bob Gibson. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Standing in, Ozzie Smith. Runner in scoring position with two gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Todd Frazier now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Slaughter moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Next for the Mets, Ahmed Rosario. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here. Rosario, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now the 2-1 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. Oh, but they throw it away, trying to hit the second baseman covering. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Standing in now, number 68.
I got 2 on the
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
High in the air out to center field. Slaughter moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now to the plate, Keith Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Enos Slaughter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Shot toward right center. Nimmo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Michael Lee. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Stan Musial.
So striding forward now, Stan Musial reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. So digging in now, Mike Piazza. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1 home. Is a slider looked at and called a strike. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this foul tip is held onto by Molina. A fine play there by the veteran backstop to help record the punch out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. One run, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This is pulled into right. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Conforto is off at first with 2 away. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs. And now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
In now, Todd Frazier. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. definitely laboring at the moment.
Popped him up. Carpenter over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Lou Brock. He flew out in his last at-bat. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 3-1 pitch. Lined hard, but foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Count still full, 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Sent toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. So striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it
41.
wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling
Favor.
balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Tom Seaver. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Soft liner towards short, and that'll be the second out.
The batter, number 68.
Ready once again, number 68. He hit a sac fly earlier. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, Keith Hernandez. No hits to this point. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Digging in once again, Mike Piazza. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Now the 2-1. 2-2 the count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bob Gibson. Textbook sack bunt situation here. The 1-1 pitch. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 1. Georgia.
So stepping in, Ozzie Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Center fielder, number 9. Enos Slaughter.
So striding in, Enos Slaughter, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, and it's full 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Michael Lee, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Now batting, Michael Conforto. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Striding in, Brandon Nimmo. It was a walk in his last trip. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Stan Musial. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
At the plate, Lou Brock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Striding into the box, Matt Carpenter. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Missed with a slider. Brock leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Here's Todd Frazier now. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. And And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Now at the plate, Tom Seaver. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 out, nobody on. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on opening day after this. Stepping into the box, Colton Wong. He'll start us off in the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High and deep to right. Nimmo going back at the track. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it, as he'll be credited with a no decision. Anthony Swarzak is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Anthony Swarzak.
Matt Adams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Matt Adams.
The 1-2 is a sinker in the dirt.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto is there, and he has it for the out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ozzie Smith. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. The 1-1. Late square, and this is popped up. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back safely. In now, Ina Slaughter. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone, count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runners off for second, and he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lee. Smith over at second. Slaughter at first, 1 gone. Turned on down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And he's in safely at third. As a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Digging in, Lou Brock. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
4 runs here in this half inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And Carpenter will reach as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Count remains full. Once again a 3-2. Very weakly on the ground. The next 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Giving chase is Nimmo. And that's the 3rd out. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mark Norris will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jed Jerko is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3.
Into the box, number 68. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Musial arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Digging in, Keith Hernandez. He singled his last time up. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground for the Wizard. It's short. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Piazza.
Ready for another chance. Mike Piazza. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
The 3-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Into the upper deck, but foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it 4-1. Paul Sewell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Leading off the inning, Jed Jerko, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. A little bouncer. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. The next 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ozzie Smith. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And there he goes towards second. Popped him up. Rosario is calling for it. 1 away.
Center fielder, number 9, Enos Slaughter.
Now at the plate, Enos Slaughter. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's running. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Lee.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Michael Lee will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 3-0 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Stan Musial. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Jerko at third, Slaughter at second. Lee is over at first with one away. And he comes back with one down and in for ball three.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, grand slam on opening day? That's got to feel good. Can't get off to a better start to your season. They're going nuts in the dugout, and I don't blame them. This could be an omen for great things to come from this guy and this squad.
Standing in now, Lou Brock. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. And it's fouled away. Two out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Conforto there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But the damage has been done for the Cards, and it came on this grand slam. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Mets 1. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-2 pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth.
Third baseman number 21, Todd Frazier.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 2-1. Hit out towards second. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Striding in once again, Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Norris gets the sign. Here it is on 3-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Austin Jackson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Austin Jackson.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Redbirds came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Bob Gibson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Bud Norris works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.